Today we're going to make beans. And the first thing you need to do is decide whether you want to use dry beans or canned beans. If you're going to make the dry beans, you'll first have to rinse them. Use a strainer or colander in clear running water. And also remove any foreign objects that you may find in the beans. Next thing you do is bring the beans to a boil for 2 minutes. Then remove from heat and set aside. After letting the beans stand for 2 to 3 hours, strain the liquid from the beans, and then put aside. Now we're ready to get started. So we're going to go over the list of the ingredients that you're going to use. Achiote oil, cooking ham, salted fatback or tocino, the onion, red bell pepper sliced, sofrito, and you'll notice that it's in the cube form because we stored it as in step 1, chopped garlic, the beans, water, our onion powder, some black pepper, tomato sauce, the squash or calabaza, and the beef bouillon cube. We'll start by adding the first 3 ingredients to a medium saucepan that's on medium heat. We're going to let that simmer for 2 to 3 minutes. You see it's already getting a little golden. Now we're going to add our chopped onion. Let that simmer another minute or 2 until the onion is translucent. Okay, now we're going to add the red bell pepper, and notice that it's sliced. Just add that right in. Again, let that simmer a couple of minutes. Now we'll add the sofrito. Notice that it's still a little frozen, but you break that up and you let it simmer down. That will take another like 3 minutes. Here it is as it's thickening up after a couple of minutes. Okay, now we're ready for our chopped garlic. Add that in. This one will simmer only about 1 minute. You have to be careful not to burn it. Now we're ready to add the beans. There we go. And add the water after you add the beans. You can wait until the heat starts to make this simmer, or you could just turn the heat up a little bit. And here we're going to add the onion powder while that's coming back up to a simmer, a boil. Pinch of black pepper. 4 ounces of tomato sauce. Notice I picked up the can, but I'm only using 4 ounces. I'm only using half of that can. Okay, now we cover it and let it simmer. And if you're using dry beans, the simmering time is going to be a lot longer, and you'll need to test 1 or 2 beans at the end. At the end of that time, you can add your squash or calabaza, since it doesn't require a lot of cooking. Next, you'll add your beef bouillon cube. Stir that in, and a pinch of oregano. It wasn't listed on the list, but it definitely adds a nice flavor. Just a pinch, though. Cover it, and again let it simmer another 10 to 15 minutes on low heat. Uncover, and you'll notice the thickness. See, we have enough sauce. The thickness is the right consistency. Delicious. If you have some chopped cilantro as a garnish, now would be the time to add it. Just before serving, like 2 to 3 minutes before serving. And it adds a wonderful flavor. And here's the finished product. I can't wait to get into that.